guys. Okay, it's working. I had to give it a second there. It was not, for some reason, it wasn't working. So it seems to be working now. About my iced tea, I switched quickly from warm tea that I was drinking last week to hot tea. Although there's got to be a storm blowing in because it's so windy. So I'm sure that we'll be going back to hot tea like tomorrow. We'll see. It's just the time of year where it flip-flops a billion times. It's summer break though. My kids are officially out of school right now, which I know a lot of kids are. Like the majority of kids are probably already out of school or have been or are going to be out soon or anyways. Let's see. We're on day 4. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to shut my window. On day 4 of break. I thought I shut it enough, but it's open still like this much, and I'm afraid that everything's just gonna blow over here. Hold on one sec. There we go. Okay, we should be good now. I'm wearing like the oldest shirt of all time. So, hey Natalie. Hey, goes here, Natalie. Hey. It's kind of a weird time of the day. It's 5 o'clock, so I'm sorry about that. Because the kids are out, I just took Deacon to golf practice. So Deacon's at golf. Drake is downstairs, super stoked because he just like beat this level. He's been working on this Lego thing for days and it was making him frustrated. And I was like, you gotta take a break. Like you can't get mad at an activity you love. Like you can't be mad at it. So take a break, time out, go do something else for a minute, and then you can go back. And we've been missing the remote to our TV all week. So it's been bad. And today I finally moved the couches and it totally was under there. I knew it was, but it hasn't been a bad thing that it's been MIA. So I moved the couches, found it, vacuumed under the couches, which was a real joy. And yeah, I made 40 cents, I think, 41 cents off of the cash I found underneath the couch. It was quite a joy. Lots of balls, little like these little yellow Nerf balls. That's what I found a ton of. So he's pretty excited to be playing Star Wars right now, and I figure it should keep him entertained for at least 10 minutes so that I can continue my video. Okay. So am I excited for summer? Yeah, you know what? Summer isn't my favorite season. I like the transitional season. So I really like spring and I really like fall. Those are like my favorite seasons. I know some people like love summer. I'm not one of them. I don't feel like I don't enjoy like getting in the car and burning my butt or that like extreme just heat. What else do I not like? I'm the opposite, I think, of a lot of people too. Like food-wise, I don't eat as healthy in the summer, which just seems so backwards because produce is just so plentiful. I don't know. I don't know what it is about summer. I just don't love it as much. But the transitional seasons are where it's at for me. So coming out of spring right now, I'm kind of just like, oh, it's going to be so bad. We went from having like 60-degree days. Seriously, I was in like my biggest, fluffiest jacket last week. Well, not when it was 60 degrees out, but when it was like freezing, to just being miserable. And it happened so fast that my body's just not ready for it. But anyways, that's beside the point. So I'm excited though to have time with my kids. We've had a really, really good week. I did 2 day in the life videos. They drove me a little crazy yesterday. But like the day before we went to the lake and that was amazing. And then the day before that was just like our first day and it was super duper fun. So I really do enjoy having the days with them. It's so enjoyable. It kind of brings me back to, you know, when they used to be little and they were with me all the time, and I love that so much. So that part of it I'm really enjoying. Some of the preteen, moody, tweeny stuff, but I don't really like that. Bye. See you later. Anyways, that part's kind of hard. As far as what we're going to do this summer, they only have a month off. So, I don't know. We're going to go to Texas for like 10-ish days. So that should be pretty fun. I'm trying to think of anything else like big we have planned. We've got a few weeks in July that we're going to do some fun things, just like with friends, like, you know, a big water park day. So next year I'll probably buy them season passes again. but which we had a few years back when Drake was $1 to have a season pass for. But now he's old, he's of age, but he's not tall enough to ride some of the big rides. So it's like, I'm not going to buy you a season pass if you can't do what everybody else can do with the season pass. So for the last 2 years, yeah, so this will be our 3rd year. We've done a day where we rent like a cabana and we go all out, like it's gonna be this like a party, you know, and somebody like waits on your cabana. It's very nice, and like you can buy food and have it delivered. It's just awesome, and we have like a central point where all the kids, we do it with a bunch of friends, and kids just come and go, and it's amazing. So we go all out one time, which actually ends up being cheaper than like just going for the day if you get enough people. So we get everybody there and we just park it. We're open to close, and it's fabulous. So we'll just do that again one day, and it's really nice. I don't know what we're gonna do yet when we're in Texas, so that's still kind of to be determined. We'll see. Oh, hey. But that's, yeah, 41 cents. I always joke about like my tips, what money I made when I do laundry or clean under the couch or in the couch or whatever it might be. But yeah, so I don't really know what else we're gonna do. Lots of lake days. I want to do a ton of camping. I love camping, so we'll fit some good camping trips in there. The lake was just awesome though. It was so nice to get to the lake and just be able to enjoy. Oh, it's my favorite. Let me see here. Would you say the chemistry set subscription needs full adult supervision? So Deacon can do all of them on his own, and he just turned 10 like 2 weeks ago, and he can do all of it on his own. So if they are good at reading and following directions, totally good. He has no problem with any of it. I'm trying to think if he's asked me for help, but he hasn't. And he seems to have success with all of them, so I don't think it's a problem. He loves it. Chemistry is like his thing. He really wants a periodic table of elements to hang in his room, so I'm gonna get him that. Because I mean, why deny the child a periodic table of elements? So yeah, he really wants that, and he's really into it, and he's like, I want to do this when I grow up, and I'm like, yeah, that would be a great job. I think he really like just wants to like see the reactions and blow things up, which totally understand. It's cool. But he loves it. Like the other day, he's like, Mom, come here, and he made this like glow in the dark solution, and he's like, watch this, and he turns the lights off, and it's like glowing blue green. It was really cool. Some of the other things he's just on the coolest things. That's the coolest set. So it's MEL Science. And I got him a subscription for Christmas, and it's the coolest thing ever. So he gets the monthly chemistry set. Yeah, highly recommend that. I'm all about that kind of gift. He's not a toy kid at all, whereas Drake is like, he wants his Pokemon cards and he wants his Legos, and what else is Drake like? His Star Wars ships. So Drake likes his toys. Deacon's never really been a toy kid. He's also, he's more of just like a sportsy, tinkering, like he likes to take things apart, put things back together, make things, modify things. That's what he likes to do. So that's totally Deacon, and I hope he goes somewhere like career-wise with that. And then Drake's amazing. Drake has more imaginative play than Deacon's ever had. I mean, Drake's imaginative play in 1 hour exceeds Deacon's entire lifetime of imaginative play. They're so different. Oh my gosh. Could have never imagined. What am I wearing? This is a shirt from my cousin's Little League or something team. Let's see. She's 2 years younger than me. It has to be 23 to 25 years old, and I've had it that whole time. So, yeah, I don't know why it's held up so well. I don't know what the brand is or why, but it's really broken in, so it's really comfortable. So it's just one of the older shirts that I have kept forever and ever, and I don't have very many of them that I do, but this is one that I love. I hate summer in Southeast. Ugh, that would be the worst. Sorry, I'm catching up. Yeah, I'm sure I'll see Lucy, yes. I should text her. We talk all the time, but we haven't like set any like specific, you know what though, I haven't made any plans with anybody, so that's my own fault. We're like, let's just play it all by ear. I definitely want to eat a lot of tacos, but the rest of it I don't really care about. That's the plan, honestly. So yeah, I'll see Lucy. What do Deacon and Drake say when you ask them what they want to be when they grow up? Drake wants to be a herpetologist, a DJ, and a teacher. Deacon changes all the time. Right now it's a chemist. So who knows? It's a hard one. They do go to year-round school. We're going to be changing that, but yeah. Thanks for the chemistry set reviews. I'm looking for ideas for my girls to do this summer when my husband is at work trying. Oh my gosh, it's the best. Seriously, it's the best. I would highly, highly, highly recommend the chemistry. It's amazing. Inspired. Oh, thank you. So speaking of old shirts and organizing, when I bought all those shirts the other day, I went through my closet and I pulled a whole bunch of stuff out, like a whole bunch. And I was looking at it and I'm like, I think I could actually like take this step a step further. And I totally, oh gosh, what's her name? Marie Kondo'd my closet. So it was already very, this is like all my shirts, very reasonable. And then I really went through them and I'm like, I don't enjoy this shirt. Like I have this shirt because it's functional, but you know, whatever. Anyways, I went through them all, pulled them, and it is so nice. So I would highly recommend, if you haven't seen it. I haven't actually sat down and watched it. I've listened to it for motivation, but I'm looking at my dresser, the Tidying Up, I'm sure everybody's seen it, but it's on Netflix. It's amazing. I'm gonna actually have to like watch the episodes and not just listen to them, but in listening to them, it was enough for me to like really go through everything. And I had a huge donation the other day of stuff. So I have very, very few, my drawers are just so, I don't know, it's breathable. The book, yes, I'm on the waiting list. I am like I'm third in line now. So I've been on the waiting list for a while. This was before, like, we don't have very many copies of books. We've got a small library, so we have to wait, even for audiobooks. So as soon as that becomes available, I'm looking very, very, very forward to listening to it. Oh, and also the 5 Love Languages of Children. That one, I think, just came through. I think I got an email for that today, but I was at work, so I didn't look. And like to see if that was the one, because it just says, like, your audiobook that you've been waiting for is ready. You know, go view it now. It's on your shelf or whatever. But I haven't. I just assume it's that one because that was the one that was like the least desired, so it came up faster. Any more splinters from the headboard? No. No more splinters from the headboard. And it's like, it doesn't get, I never saw the splinter that he supposedly got. I'm sure he got one, but I'm just saying. Also, like, it's never, none of them ever like broken off in the pillows and they, you know, or anything. So it's been no more damage, no more injuries from the headboard. He must have just gotten it like on the side just right, perfectly something. I don't know how, because there is more sealant on that thing. Yeah, not engaged. No, sorry, I just saw that. Let's see. Am I doing any gardening? Well, we have a small garden this year. We have, let me think about it, 3 different types of peppers, red onions, we have rosemary and cilantro, we have cauliflower, the kids picked, cherry tomatoes, regular tomatoes, strawberries, I planted a raspberry bush, and, oh, Drake went on a field trip to like a pumpkin farm, and he got a seed. So if that comes up, we'll have pumpkin too, but I'm not holding my breath on that one. So that's what's in our garden this year. It's very interesting as far as what's in it. But the kids, it picked everything. And it's Deacon's garden this year. when I say that loosely. He didn't like embrace it quite like I'd hoped. He doesn't care for the garden like he cares for the plants that he has in his room, but he's helped. So there's that. So that's our garden this year. It's cute. Thanks to the batting cage, our garden is a lot smaller than it used to be. So we were looking at pictures from like 4 summers ago, and we had 3 huge planter boxes. Like we had corn and a whole entire box just full of tomatoes, and yeah, we're down to like a 3/4 of one. So unfortunately it's not going to ever be what it was, but it's a very manageable size for us, so that's kind of nice. I'm trying to think if there's I guess that's it. I guess that's all that there was. Oh, radishes would have been a good one, except I think Deacon's the only one. I mean, I eat them and he eats them. Let's see here. Donated half my house before reading it. After reading it, luckily, I got it from the library before the Netflix craze. That's what I should have done. I could see myself donating a lot of things after watching it or reading it. For a newly single mom struggling with heartbreak, yeah, my best piece of advice is find something that you love, like a hobby. Watch the Marie Kondo videos, or episodes, I guess it's on Netflix, and make your house exactly the way you want it. But for me, my big hobby was like working out and running. That was the big thing that I really, really loved, really enjoyed, and really embraced after my divorce. It also made for a really great post-divorce body, which is long gone. But just having something that I could like spend time and energy and really focus on made a huge difference for me. So for me, it was running, which I can't do anymore, which sucks. But that's just an example. I mean, it could be sewing, or I don't even know, anything that you might like. That's what I like. Let's see, hold on. Oh, it's not working. Scroll down. Did your boyfriend decide not to do any more videos? He was in a few. Yeah, when we go on another trip, we'll do that. So sorry, he's actually texting me right now. I'm reading his messages, but yeah, when we go on another trip, like he is occasionally in my day in the life videos, but it's just like if he happens to be standing there. I think he was one in like last week. Drake was like showing us his like sword fighting, and he was in that one, just spectating. He enjoys being in the travel vlogs. So unfortunately, oh, you know what? We do have a trip planned soon. In a month, oh my gosh, I guess we'll have a little like long weekend, so he'll be in that one. And then we'll probably do something for Christmas, so he'll be in that one. He likes that actually, and it's really fun to do travel vlogs together because then we can go back and watch them, which we haven't done yet, but I know one day maybe we will. But we'll be able to go back and watch them and like, you know, reflect on the trips, which is really fun. So yeah, he likes that. And he's good about it because he's like, oh babe, like you should record this. This is really cool. And I'll say something and he's like, no, you need to like tell them what's actually going on, like what happened before and why you're here, not just like, oh, we're here or whatever. He's just a lot better at it, like being descriptive than I am. So yeah, anyways, he'll be in them soon. We'll have another trip soon, I'm sure. Let's see here. I haven't been here in a while. It's not an engagement ring. This is my right hand. This is my right hand. This is my left hand. It's not an engagement ring. It was a promise ring. He gave it to me, which sounds like we're in 3rd grade. Year and a half ago. It was before we went to Australia. It was in December. What are we in, 19, 18, 17? So December 2017. It was like beginning of the year. So let me see here. So yeah, anyways, he's spoiled rotten. I tell him that all the time. I'm like, I've ruined you. You're spoiled. You have no idea how good you have it. I joke, but he's totally spoiled. He's spoiled, but I'm spoiled too, and I'm very well aware of that. So there's that. We spoil each other, which is it's a pretty sweet deal, actually. I love it. Yeah, we've got a pretty good thing going. I couldn't be happier. International trips. December. If we do something, we'll go somewhere far. We've been toying around with the idea, like different ideas and different places, and we're very, very frugal travelers. Very frugal travelers. So it takes a long time sometimes to find like the best deals. So kind of like wherever we end up will be based on like the best flights we can find, the best hotels, things like that. So that's what it'll be based on, is just go off the list. I've got a list of like 10 places that I really want to go to. And yeah, so that's my goal. We'll just see what's most affordable on that list, which is why like flying to Texas is such, like I love going. I love my people there. I love visiting. It's too hot for me. I love going for a little bit, but it is so expensive. It's so expensive. I could fly the kids and I to Paris and back for less money than it costs for us to fly to Texas. I mean, what kind of bull crap is that? But it's true. So it's very difficult to like, which is, it balances out because obviously we're just staying with friends and family and stuff like that. So it's not a big deal to go, but the flights are just outrageous. So that one is always like, oh, like there's so many places that you can fly to cheaper and I just don't get it. So always check, and always check a variety of cities in your area, like not even in your, like within a few states around you, because sometimes you can just drive to an airport or fly to an airport for really the small amount of money and then fly from that major city to somewhere really big for a lot cheaper. So I'm never moving back. I love going. I think Texas has the best food. I think it's amazing. I love Texas. I love going. I just think the flight prices are a little ridiculous, but I pay them, so what can you do? And to drive, it would be a really long drive, so it's not an option, really. Let's see. In your car, wanting a break from work. So happy. Oh, thanks. Yeah, those are the days. All the pumping. I don't miss that at all. I mean, there's parts of it that I miss, like just having my babies as babies, and they're so innocent and they're sweet. Gosh, when they were sweet, even if they were colicky, they were sweet, and they didn't backtalk or, you know, know everything. I know everything. So those days, that would be kind of nice. Cheap flights from Raleigh to Chicago for $100 round trip. There's some good ones to Chicago right now. I think that's probably where we're gonna go next month. Actually, I'm very excited. Chicago is my #1 place I want to go. I've never actually been. But I've never actually like stayed in the city. I've been, oh my gosh, the wind is so bad. I've been to Chicago, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 times, 9 times. I don't even know. So many times. And I've even gone from one airport to the other airport a couple of times. But I've never actually like gone to Chicago, and I really want to go. I want a pizza so bad. That's all I want. And neither airport has a deep dish pizza. Just saying. I've scoured them both, but no, unless they put one in the last like 6 months, they don't have deep dish pizza, which is the dumbest thing ever. It's very frustrating when you're going, and that's all you want. I know it takes forever to cook, but still, people have long layovers. But no, so I'm looking very, very forward to Chicago pizza. That's like all I want. Yeah, what is the Lou Maltis? You'll have to tell me. And if anybody has any Chicago pizza recommendations, I'm all ears, because that is seriously my #1. And Chino's pizza. Oh, we gotta stop talking about pizza. I want it so bad now. You know what I want right now too is Costco pizza. Somebody was carrying Costco pizza today, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, that looks and smells amazing. So now I want pizza. Super bad. Rebates when traveling. I don't think so. We book a lot of it through our credit cards for miles and points. So I don't know if you can use those together. Maybe, maybe not. Oh, totally. We flew Frontier before. Here's the problem. It ends up being pretty close to the same price without, because I don't check, I rarely check a bag. So without checking a bag, without choosing our own seats, without, you know, having the whatever boarding, anything else like that, it saves me a little tiny bit, like $50 total round trip, which is helpful, and I've done it. But I didn't do it this time because the flight, we have to be at the airport at like 4 a.m. and maybe even it was earlier, I'm not even sure, but it was brutal. It was so brutal that it wasn't worth it. So to make it worth it, we would get like a hotel room or rent a car or have, you know, get an Uber or something like that so our friends don't have to take us. But then it ends up being the same price, if not more. So it just didn't really work out. But I'm all for no frills. I don't need any of the frills. You know, we've got our own. Take a phone, take your own snacks or drinks or whatever. You're good. But yeah, it didn't end up. We tried it and it was brutal. It was brutal, and it wasn't worth it. And then I felt really guilty because my friend, yeah, anyways, I ended up sending them a gift. It ended up being a wash. It was a wash. So it wasn't worth it. I'd rather just have a really good flight time. I mean, the same $50. I didn't save any, anyways, that's rambling. But I spent a lot of time like weighing the pros and the cons, and is $50. And like I said, I ended up spending it as a thank you because it was so rough. So, okay. Anyways, I guess I'll let you guys go. Oh man. Any plans on another one? Oh, I did love donating milk. That was really, really, really fun. That was fun. And I mean, if you think about it, the whole entire reason that I'm even going to Texas and seeing all the friends that I am going to go see is from like milk sharing and milk donating, which is crazy. I mean, how crazy is that? It's nuts. The story is really incredible. I mean, Lucy posted an ad on Craigslist. Candace found it. Lucy was like, I'm not picking this girl up at the airport by myself. So she called in Megan, and like the rest is history. I'm going there in a few weeks to go see these people because even, you know, 10 years later, we are all still very close. So it's pretty neat. It's actually really neat. It's like lifelong friends from milk sharing. Who would have ever thought? But it is funny when you're like, how'd you meet? Oh, Craigslist and YouTube. Yeah, it's weird. Update on the 7 pounds, and wanted to tell you. So the 7 pounds, I lost it, and I gained it back the last few weeks. It's like a revolving door, those 7 pounds. I'll just go through phases where I'm not as hungry, or when I am hungry, I make better choices, and then phases like I am right now, of course, like 5 days before family pictures, where I am just ravenous all the time. And I've tried to just listen to my body because I know that this is like an ever-ending cycle, but it's really frustrating when I get to the point where I'm at right now, where it's like, all right, we're good. let's go back down. We'll see if that happens. I mean, it usually does eventually, hopefully sooner than later. Oh, you know what? I don't know which 7 pounds you're talking about. If it's the ones from like a year ago, those are the ones I lost. If it's the 7 pounds that I was talking about a few weeks ago, it's still there for sure. I'm not sure. It's like this all the time. It's the same. It's the same weight. It's really annoying. It's like really, really annoying. Yeah, I still want Costco pizza, which makes me think after I get Deacon. See what I mean? This is the problem. I can't talk about Costco pizza and then say, oh my gosh, I'm gaining weight again. So annoying. Yeah, no. I haven't lost it since probably like a few weeks ago. I'll have another child. No. I mean, if it's an accident, it's an accident, but no. I don't want to have any more babies. Like, if it happens, that would be really hard. But no, I don't want any more kids. My kids really don't want me to have any more kids. At this point, Drake is 7.5. Like, that's a lot of starting over. It's also, like, we've got a really good thing going on. So there's that. And then also, I can take care of my two. And the way that I want to take care of them. I don't know that if I had another one, I could. And that's it's unfair to everybody. So I don't want another one. And that is the really sick single mom divorcee mindset, where I don't think about it as like us having a kid together. I think about it as like, we could have a kid together, and then if we were to get divorced, what could I take care of? And that's awful to think that way, but once you've gone through what I've gone through, you can't really not think that way. It would be stupid not to think that way. At least that's how I feel. So where it's at now, I can take care of my kids, and that's good. And my kids were so awful, you guys. Do you remember the colic? There's so much colic. I'm not even want to chance that again for the sake of my sanity. Like, no way. When will we get married? Oh, I don't know. Ask him that question. I have no idea. I told him that I want to propose, so. We had pizza. Everybody with the pizza. I had pizza for lunch yesterday. See? I don't need pizza. You need the low story to pan out. Why not a vasectomy? Yeah, because he's a big fat baby. That's why not. The boys have a sister. In fact, the boys have a plethora of sisters. They're good. My ex-husband's wife has 2 daughters from previous. They have a daughter together. My boyfriend has 3 daughters. They have like 6 sisters. They're good. They don't need me to have one. We're good. And I know I'm a better boy mom than I would be a girl mom. My ex. I don't even. Why spoil what you have going now if it's all enjoy? Yes, exactly. Oh, you're so sweet. Same place. Any tips on where to best organize and where to start and end? Wherever you're sitting right now, start looking around and decide if you need that thing or not. That's probably my best piece of advice. Or even just start somewhere small, like your underwear drawer, and weed out all the underwear that are holy or just old or anything like that. You know, if there's a rip in them or whatever. That would be my best piece of advice. Thanks, guys. Would your boyfriend ask you to marry him on camera? I don't know. Maybe that'd be cool, because I'd love to watch it back, because I know when moments like that happen, you retain nothing. So it would be really neat if he did. I would like that a lot, but this doesn't really matter. I don't know. I don't even know. Like, he's said, okay, so he's said before, like, yeah, you know, we'll get married. And I've said, yeah, like, I'll say yes now if you asked me. But there's also no rush. So if it happens, great. If it doesn't happen, fine. Like, things are so good that at this time it's like, oh, I don't want to, you know. Oh, goodness. I was like, well, I got to go get Deacon. No, we're okay. You know what I mean. It doesn't feel like too overwhelming going through a drawer. Well, yeah, seriously. Yeah, exactly. Just go through, seriously, just pick one drawer and go through that, and that's it. All right, you guys, I'm going to go check on Drake. I can't believe he's still playing this game. He might have gone back to his Legos. Maybe. I don't know. So long as he's not frustrated. Okay. I guess I'll talk to you guys soon. I'll upload a day in life video tomorrow, and then I'll do something else soon. I don't know what. I'm gonna do another one this weekend. I'm not sure. Maybe we'll organize something else. That could be fun. I don't know what else to organize. We'll find out. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys. Oh wait, Amy, what did you ask? Oh, gosh, I'll hang out with anybody. Let's just go eat. Anything food and I'm down. It would be fun. Food or